I spotted this wood riser at Goodwill and I knew that I had to grab it. The size was just right. The shape had that charming rustic feel that I love. But the color, y'all, yeah, it was just not my favorite. It was kind of really red. It had almost like that really red wood that I'm just not loving anymore. But I knew that I could give this little riser a little makeover and make it fit into my decor just perfectly. I did only pay $3.69 for this riser, so I really can't do any harm in giving this any kind of makeover, honestly, I think, because the price was absolutely perfect. I feel like if this was in an antique store, it would have been in upwards of at least $20. So I do love that I am still finding good deals out at the thrift store. Here, I'm just giving you a comparison to the wood hutch that I have in my kitchen. I bought that off Facebook Marketplace, but as you can see, the wood tones are really different, and that riser has just a really, really red look to it. So here is where we will be placing the riser once we are finished, but stay tuned if you want to see where it actually ends up, because around here, styling is always a bit of a moving puzzle. I may have something start out somewhere, look at it for a few days, and then just decide I don't like it there and I'll end up moving it around. Well, that is exactly what happens with this riser, so just stay tuned for all of that. And y'all know that anything that comes from the thrift store or anywhere secondhand definitely needs a good cleaning. So I'm just going to use some of this Mrs. Meyer's cleaner on here to get this wiped down, scrubbed down, as clean as I can get it before we start the paint job. So because I do not love the red undertone of the look of this riser, I am going to give it a little bit of spray paint. There is nothing that a little bit of paint can't fix, right? I pulled out some of my Rust-Oleum spray paint in the satin that I already had on hand, and that is just going to be my first coat. Now, I do not like a satin finish on my stuff, but I'm just going to use this kind of like my primer because I have so much of it. And then I'm going to go in with the Rust-Oleum flat, the matte finish, and put it as my top coat. Y'all, there's just honestly nothing like seeing the transformation happen almost instantly with spray paint. It is just so satisfying, in my opinion. I'm going to try to give this thing a little bit of a flip because I want it to all dry and be dry around the same time. So I am very carefully trying to figure out how I can flip this thing without having the legs touch the picnic table and stick to it. I just decided it's a lost cause. Just flip this thing over and take your chances with those little feet. It had some of those little velvet things on the feet, and I just decided I would just take those off and replace those once all of this was dry. Y'all know that I love to put little clips of my chickens while I'm doing my makeovers out here. They are always trying to see what I'm up to, so I had to give a little clip of them. Right here, I am showing you what the finish looks like with that satin finish on it. You can see that it is very shiny, and that's not the look that I like, so I do go back in with this ultra matte and I give it its final top coat. I spared y'all the details on watching me repaint that whole thing with the matte finish, but now once it's dry, I wanted to grab my sander and lightly distress the edges to bring out the farmhouse feel that I love. Y'all know that I love for my stuff to just look very old and rustic, and I want this to kind of match my kitchen chairs. I didn't want it to look too perfect, just worn, like it's been around for a while, but in the best kind of way. Okay, so then after I sand it, I'm just bringing it in, giving it a good wipe down, and I wanted to kind of show y'all up close what I'm talking about when I just want it to have like that old worn out look. And then I love to take the antique wax and just cover all of my spray painted black pieces with that. So what I like to do is just take an old rag or something, put some antique wax on it, and just rub it all over and then lightly kind of wipe it off. You will see those distressed pieces kind of change colors right before your eyes, in my opinion, and that's the look that I'm really wanting. I'm wanting to just kind of tone everything down so those distressed pieces are not so bright and in your face, but so that you can still see them through the antique wax. So that's all I'm doing here, just giving everything a quick wipe. And then I'm showing you one last time the before pic here of all of the decor on my farmhouse table. I am removing a lot of the thrifted pieces that I have on here. Have a thrifted oil lamp. And then I have this thrifted crock with the big blue heart on it. I love this, but this has been on my kitchen table for a long time, and I'm just craving some change. So I'm also going to remove these silver trays and just set them to the side for now because I'm not really sure what I want to do with them, but I know that I am not getting rid of them because I love them so much. And then this big butcher block cutting board, I'm going to set it to the side because I have somewhere else in mind that I want to use it. And then this piece here I got at an estate sale. I love it. I'm just going to put it over by my stovetop and use it as a spoon rest. Y'all know that we're going to be keeping this brass candlestick and this brass snuffer because I just love those to death. The salt and pepper shaker was a gift from a subscriber, and I am definitely keeping that because I love those. They are the Wexford pattern. I'm also going to be keeping this runner. I'm not sure if we're going to be using that on the farmhouse kitchen table today underneath the riser, but we'll see what I decide to do. Okay, so here's what we are using. We are going to be using this thrifted crock here with the blue stripe on it. I absolutely love it. We're going to be using these little thrifted butter pats on the table. My butter bell that I absolutely love that also has that little blue stripe. You put the butter in that top part there, and then you put a little water in the bottom, and it helps keep your butter fresh. We're also going to be using these little saucers here just for stacking. And then we're going to be using this beautiful bunch of blue florals, hydrangeas, different things here from Hobby Lobby. And of course, the star of the show, our riser. I love how it turned out with that antique wax on it. As you can see here, it matches my kitchen chairs perfectly, and I think it is going to look so good on this kitchen table. But again, I do end up making some changes, so stay tuned for that. But this would definitely give you, hopefully, a lot of ideas if you come across a riser or a piece very similar at the thrift store as well. So now we are just going to do a little bit of decorating and get everything in place. So as you can see, I am slowly starting to build up the look that I love using a lot of my favorite thrifted pieces, all except for the florals anyway. They are a lot of my vintage and secondhand finds, some of the florals from Hobby Lobby, a cozy candle, and just a few layered textures to warm it all up. I did not like how that was looking there, so I decided to just kind of move it around and switch it up, and I liked that a lot better. Then I decide that this candle holder is just too big, so I go look and find another one in my stash. And this look turned out so beautiful, in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, this is very cute. It is very beautiful. But if you followed me for a while, you probably already know what's coming. I changed my mind. I end up moving this somewhere else in the house, and I think I love it even more in its new spot. But I want to complete showing y'all the styled look here, just to give you all of the thrifted and secondhand inspiration. So as you can see, I did move it here on top of my hutch, and I absolutely love how it looks up here. I don't know what it is about just putting this black riser on top of my hutch. It is just very simple. Like, I don't have it over decorated. I literally just have a thrifted picnic basket on top of it, and I just love the contrast of colors. Now, this might change once I start decorating for fall. I'm not really sure, but I just absolutely love the riser on top of my hutch. Definitely let me know your thoughts on where you liked it the most. I did love it on my kitchen table. It may end up there one day again. I'm not really sure, y'all. Just stay tuned to see if you want to know where it ends up landing all over my house, I guess, because I'm kind of like a bit of a moving puzzler with my decor. I just move things around all over the place all the time. And another question you may be asking yourself is, if you are sitting here and you're watching this video and you're like, well, Julie, what did you do with all of the other decor that you took off? Where did you put it? Did you put it in storage? Did you get rid of it? What did you actually do with it? Well, I'm here to show you what I did with a few of those thrifted pieces in and throughout my home. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope this thrifted makeover gave you some cozy inspiration for your own home. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what your favorite part was. I've got more thrifty makeovers coming soon, so stay tuned.